Love this music.
Yes, I've added new music to the starting music playlist. Not the pre-stream countdown playlist yet, but like just the shuffled playlist I have for these opening talking segments. Anyway, good evening, my darling batlings. I'm joined tonight by JKR after he had to be absent due to a prior engagement.
Yeah,
and
sucks, but it is what it is.
You don't have to apologize. I didn't know you were going to join right as I ended. It's mostly that I didn't want to finish the whole game in one night, so I could still have you guys on for some more.
That's fair. Like I said, it was just like bad timing on my end. So it was just like, it just so happened that the stream ended just as I finished my game. So it was like, it is what it is. No one's fault. Just that's what happened.
Yeah, we got I think like 2 more stages left in Lollipop Chainsaw, but that's a Suda 5 game. Suda 5-1 game we're not playing tonight, because instead tonight we're going to be playing, I would say his follow-up, but it's not like a follow-up, it's just the next game he released. Shadows of the Damned.
Ooh.
Which, this is the game that would go on to, first of all, make it so he never wanted to work with a Western publisher again. Because the whole development of it was a nightmare that you can see chronicled in an episode of What Happened by Matt McMuscles. And it would go on to serve as the inspiration for an ongoing villain arc through the next couple No More Heroes games up until No More Heroes 3. Basically, he partnered with EA. That should say enough of why it turned him off from ever working with Western developers and, well, Western publishers again. It almost drove him from ever developing again. There would go on to be an arc villain in Travis Strikes Again and No More Heroes 3, who was based on and named after the at the time CEO of EA. And if you want to know who I'm talking about, it's the same guy who decided to do the whole, Unity engine debacle. It was like a year or 2 ago, where it was like changing the pricing structure of royalties to the Unity company that made it so it basically price gated a bunch of amateur and indie developers from using the Unity engine.
Oh, jeez.
But we're doing Shadows of the Damned, which is a collab between, just as Lollipop Chainsaw was a collab between Suda 5-1 and why am I forgetting his name? James Gunn. This was a big collab between Suda 5-1, Shinji Mikami, the creator of Resident Evil and The Evil Within, and Akira Yamaoka, the composer of the iconic soundtracks for the first 4 Silent Hill games.
Nice.
The final product is not what it was originally intended to be, and he was disillusioned with it for a long time, but he seems to have turned around on it in recent years, given the fact that it's getting a remaster from Devolver Digital, I believe. Because Suda 5-1's a big fan of Devolver Digital and their work. I say their work, they're more of a publisher than a developer, but he's a big fan of them and has worked with them before.
Nice.
If anything, the fact that Lollipop Chainsaw was pawned off to a no-name developer who had to self-publish it, and very clearly didn't get any oversight from him, while Shadows of the Damned is getting the big treatment from Devolver Digital, should show which one he's turned around on more.
Yeah.
But let's get into Shadows of the Damned. Remaster's not out yet, so I've got pre-ordered, but I figured instead of waiting until the end of October to stream it, let's play the PS3 version, because that's the easiest for me to set up.
Nice.
Because I don't know how much used copies of it go for, but thankfully the PS3, just like the 3DS, is surprisingly easy to hack.
Nice. A system that complicated really shouldn't be so easy to hack. Thank you, Chill Penguin, for that line.
Yes, you can't just say hack. You gotta hack up a lung on the word hack for emphasis.
Yeah.
A system that complicated shouldn't be so easy to hack.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice the way he said that line until I saw the clip out of context.
Yeah, I always remembered him saying it like that. And I was like, I mean, god damn it, Chill Penguin, you sound like your typical bird, all right.
And he went on to voice Dr. Wily in Mega Man Powered Up, the other Mega Man PSP game.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they both used, like, the same cast of actors from Ocean's sister studio, Blue Water Productions.
Ah.
Adjust the slider until the skull is barely visible. Oh, we got an achievement already. You go to hell.
Let's see. Oh, Ari, I don't know if I told you, but the prints have been obtained and everything. They're printed and ready to go for the weekend.
Good. Apologies in advance if you can hear my smoke detector beeping every now and then because it needs its battery changed. Maintenance people haven't come to change the battery yet. So that's a thing. And I don't have anything I can stand on that supports my weight, so I could fix it myself.
Yeah, those cyborg implants don't really help matters.
I don't have extendo hands. I opted not to go for the extendo hands.
Yeah, that's fair. Too expensive, I'm betting, for the doctor. Or what was the doctor's excuse for not giving you extendo hands?
It was up to me to decide whether I wanted them or not. It was basically, if I wanted the extendo hands, then there wouldn't be able to incorporate a sense of touch into them. And I was like, no, I want to feel stuff. Because, making artificial nerve endings that can extend and retract to ridiculous lengths like that is very difficult.
Yeah. So what you're saying is you wanted to be a real boy. Feel.
Yes. I mean, what fun is having artificial implants to replace your lost limbs if you can't feel a titty anymore?
I mean, that is fair. You know, this is a funny thing. I was watching a video today about this girl. Apparently, she has like these like updated 3D printed prosthetic hands that she can actually work and move with her like she's like natural fingers and everything. And I'm just thinking, like, she's talking about how they look natural, how they look like actual human hands and everything, all this stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, it's like, if I ever lost my arm or lost a hand, I would want to replace it with something that looks freaking awesome. Like, I'd probably like replace it with either a actual like robotic looking hand or maybe like a claw or something like that. Like like the Disney Inspector Gadget movie claw. Like his claw, basically.
Yeah.
We shall seize the treasures of your life as spoils and leave only
I don't know. I'm just weird like that.
despair.
So, this is our protagonist, not the, demon being crushed under his boot.
But the guy with the tats.
Put the claws
And yes, he is voiced by Steve Blum.
I thought so.
His name's Garcia fucking Hotspur.
In there.
Uh-oh, they're going after his girlfriend, Paula. Anyway, Garcia fucking Hotspur is a demon hunter. That's really all you need to know. He's Mexican, and he's a demon hunter. Oh, and his gun is alive, and it can transform, and the gun's name is Johnson.
So it's Johnson.
Yes, expect a lot of jokes like that. The default pistol weapon form for it is called the boner.
Shit.
And I'm to understand that there's a part where Johnson calls a phone sex line and turns into a giant gun called the Big Boner.
You know, being a demon hunter's got to be a thankless job.
So that's what they meant by hanging in there.
No.
It's a dark joke, even for demons.
Yeah. Oh, she ain't dead yet.
Ugh.
This is right. Who the fuck? Who the fuck is this motherfucker?
It's a demon.
I see that. He's just a nameless one.
Oh, so it's Resident Evil 4 controls. I see.
Is that good or bad?
That's good.
Okay,
Resident
good.
Evil 4, but you can turn without, like, you can aim and turn at the same time. So it's like halfway between Gears of War and Resident Evil 4. So basically Resident Evil 6 onwards.
Okay. Like, yeah, like I said earlier, I feel like being a demon hunter is a thankless job due to the fact that, you know, a large swath of the population is, you know, very atheistic. The fact that they don't really, you know, like if they think demons are about, they're like surprised that people are really like they're hunting them. You would think like a priest or whatever would be doing that.
By the way, he's not a demon hunter like Dante in that he does it for money. He seems to just do it because he does it.
Yeah,
like the Wolverine thing of like, I'm the best at what I do, and what I do ain't pretty.
That kind of sounds like Winchesters, honestly, from Supernatural.
Which, you know, for a character voiced by Steve Blum, is very fitting.
Yeah. But like,
oh, damn, that's cool.
Nice.
So when you score headshots without damaging another part of the body, you get, like, you know, freeze frame zoom in on it.
Nice.
Also, I like that you get a laser sight for the boner, so you can make sure that you're aiming correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, melee counters for when people get grab you from behind. That's a good mechanic. It's a good mechanic that they did about a decade before God of War for PS4 fucked it up by not having that.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm looking at these demons, and you know what they remind me of? Like the fucking sinner demons from Hazbin Hotel. It's like they're literally just sinners who apparently have like some sort of overall power in the Pride Ring of Hell for whatever fucking reason.
I've heard of blowing someone's back out, but I've never heard of... I'm sorry. That is a unique head design. Fleming, the Lord of Demons.
Now, stranger, and maybe I will blow your head off nicely.
Can you not moan like that, sir?
Can't you see the little pig coming on to me. Come on to this, pendejo. Oh, demon hunter. Your bullets have no bite, no penetration. You need more thrust.
There's no purchase.
Dick jokes, everyone.
That was just the appetizer, Hotspur. A taste of what's in store.
You know, when I think of Demon Lord names, Fleming's not one that comes to mind. I hear Fleming, I think of, you know, author of the 007 novels.
Yeah. Unless this is him.
No.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
He's not British enough.
Yeah.
If you atone for your sins against me for slaying my legion of demons, admit that you challenged a greater power and lost. Admit that your endowments will never measure up to my own. I will admit you're a fucking asshole. How's that, Fleming? Oh, so be it. A place for Paula has now been set at my table, mortal. You cannot have her back now. But come to my castle in the underworld, and you could still join in our revels. Such a tempting offer. I do love a party. Maybe we could play Pong. Or do shots!
Yeah, you can tell this is a Suda game.
I would say
Yeah.
you slay me, Hotspur. But you don't. You can't. Now say goodbye to Paula. She has a lot of dying to do. And coming back to life. And dying some more. I like to keep my mistresses guessing.
Oh, so he's just gonna treat her like Kenny from South Park.
Because in the meantime, I'll be
Helping myself. You know, I've always wondered what exactly causes a demon slash devil to come into being in the first place. Like I've never.
I'm not a demonologist, so I couldn't tell you. Oh, hey, Johnson.
Yeah. Also starring Johnson as himself.
Just because the highway to the underworld is stretched out before us doesn't mean we have to...
Is there a problem, Johnson?
Well, I'm just saying, demons are buttholes. You really wouldn't like it there.
He's not wrong about that.
That's true.
Lost your spy.
Okay, look. If you want to go to the underworld, good on you. But you don't know that place. Look what they did to me. A few little transgressions, and now I'm doomed to an eternity of heavy metal jokes and posing for pirate flags. It's only worse for mortals.
Then all the more reason to go. They have Paula. So the way I see it, you are either with me, or you're not.
No!
Okay, so...
Damn.
Yeah, he's got a good range of forms.
Yep.
Get on.
All right.
You gotta ride the Johnson, eh?
The underworld lies just beyond the sound barrier.
How do you know? That's like super classified demon information.
Not according to the internet.
Shadows of the Top. Trademark. Oh, hey, Shadow Dragon's
Hey,
here.
Shadow Dragon. Thanks for the
14
resub.
months.
14 months. Impressive.
Most impressive.
Start a new road movie. Yeah, you showed up just in time. We're just getting started.
An ordinary life. Till we took an arrow to the knee.
Act 1-1, an ordinary... Oh, so that's what we, Okay, so that's what we completed.
Still working as Shadow Dragon? Well, you know, that's fair. Well...
I would say have fun working, but I know that's probably not what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's an oxymoron, I think. Unless you love your job, Shadow Dragon, which I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm kind of.
If he loved his job, he wouldn't call it working.
That's fair.
It's the old adage of if you love your work, then it doesn't feel like work at all.
Yeah.
Tell me, JKR. Since I feel you're most qualified to answer this.
Oh?
Would you ride his Johnson?
Then you can be my tour guide.
Me? But I quit the whole demon thing ages ago, and really, my memory's absolute rubbish.
Oh, I'm sure it will come back.
I'm not going to dignify that with an answer.
Relax a bit. This is going to be an adventure. Our very own road movie.
Like, I knew you were going to do that. Like, the second you asked me about that and said it was something I would know, and I'm like... I was like, yeah, I know where this is going. You've had worse jobs. Honestly, I feel you. So honestly, I gotta say this. Retail, even though it's a necessary evil, that I think everybody should at least do a year or two of. Worst job ever. You gotta deal with the fucking customers who don't understand how things work. And then you gotta deal with the fucking management getting on your ass.
Unless you are the management.
Fair. But I prefer to be my own boss.
All right, let's start this road movie with some road kill.
In the Bow's Roadkill Cafe, scraping our fenders served hot and tender. What can we get started for you?
When demons hear the name Garcia fucking Hotspur, they run the other way.
Is fucking his middle name, or is it a title? It's like Austin Powers. Danger is literally his middle name.
Johnson, what the hell is that thing?
Holy cow! I don't believe it! Willie! That's One-Eyed William!
One-Eyed William.
Friend of yours?
Are you kidding? William is my aunt's first husband's adopted son from the Ukraine.
Then you are practically brothers.
I'm guessing that's a checkpoint.
I
Our
guess.
checkpoint is a piece of shit. A flaming piece of shit.
I can't see shit up ahead.
The underworld be a shadowy place. Anyway, not a problem. Take a look over there. You see that lamp?
Hanging on the wall?
I can light that up for you.
The light shot, of course.
Give it a try, G.
Light shot. Okay, so it's an alt fire.
There. Did I brighten your day?
What can I say, Johnson? You are the right tool for every job. So when do I get to light up some demons?
You love how Travis... Hey, Lulu, thank you for the bits.
He's a nasty rash.
That's always appreciated, Lulu. Oh god, she wants an ara ara.
You want an ara ara? Okay. Ara ara.
How you doing tonight, Lulu?
How'd your interviews go? Or did you not have them yet? I can't remember if they were today or just coming up this week. Bring out your dead!
Ching! Save up those whites.
These demons are not very talkative.
What have they got to talk about? Once your soul rolls into town, that's it. You're damned. And Fleming doesn't let anybody off the hook.
He sounds like a real dick, Tater.
This game is just gonna be nothing but dick puns, isn't it? I love that.
You did one today, but it wasn't what you were looking for.
There's always the next one, and the one after that. That's how the job market is nowadays, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Johnson, why is there a goat head hanging on the wall?
Oh, well, everybody knows that goats are a source of light.
Right, of course.
Why do you think I don't have any goats in the castle?
Because they're too cheap.
Yeah, do you know how expensive it is to feed goats?
To guard doors like this for the first 100 years.
You know, that's...
We all have to start somewhere.
Well, good luck to you, Lulu. I certainly hope you get a good job that you're looking for.
Paula, come back!
But yeah, you know, honestly, I really don't know. I don't know about how expensive it is to feed goats, but I do know how unpleasant it is to be around the goats when we were in their enclosure.
Well, that was because the horseflies were out that day.
Yeah.
Strawberry! Oh, gimme, gimme, gimme! Oh, these things are like demon catnip. When I was little.
Johnson, do I take this strawberry?
Yes! Jeez, excuse me for having a little fruit fantasy.
Okay, so that's a new bit of demonology I've just learned. Demons love strawberries.
I mean, I love me some strawberries too. So, does that make me a demon? Answer?
I don't know. We'll probably find out.
I mean, I like to think of myself as a enigmatic entity that's currently housed inside this stupid bomb.
Oh, gee, you berry squanderer.
Let's hope that's not how Garcia feeds actual babies.
Well, again, Lulu, I really hope you get a full-time job out there soon.
That's the beauty of it. In the underworld, you don't die from drinks. They unkill people here.
Unkill is not a term I've heard before, but I like that now instead of heal.
So what? It's I guess you could say we're
alcohol. Alcohol is your health packs.
Oh God! Now we gotta be the drunk unkill.
Well, he was saying it doesn't get you drunk or damage you. It doesn't damage your liver. It heals you.
You ruined my joke.
¿Qué es esta mierda?
Okay, so okay, so we've got 2 bottles of hot sake and we've got a bottle of tequila. Da 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 da.
What?
Tequila!
Why is it suddenly getting dark?
This isn't ordinary darkness. If you
This is advanced darkness.
Quick, use the light shot on the goat head. You can't stay in the darkness like this. It eats away the flesh of mortals.
Okay, so this is how that darkness mechanic that the game was originally supposed to be based around works. Like, the original plan was for this to be a more straight horror game rather than, you know, what Suda 5.1 was known for.
Yeah.
And it would have heavily focused on, like, mechanics involving, like, realistic light and shadows.
Paula, is that you? I can't see for shit.
If only there was some way to shed light on the situation.
Don't mock me, bitch.
Just use the light shot on that lamp. Sorry.
Can't wait for the remaster with additional costumes and New Game Plus. I just can't wait for the remaster because this game's going to be available on modern platforms. And if I remember correctly, it's being published by Devolver Digital, right? Which means that's not going to be like a Lollipop Chainsaw Repop situation where it launches in a broken state and fucks up a lot of the presentation. Because Devolver actually gives a shit about quality.
Not again.
And this time there's no goat to save us. Quick, the door. Run through the door.
Ah, there's a goat.
Oh, much better. No darkness and, dare I say it, no demons.
Does that mean that this game is goated?
Your joke was bad and you should fail bad.
Sunlight got your goat? Suck up some shade in the unsunny underworld.
Love their darkness.
Dance,
Why don't they just cover the whole underworld in it?
Too much of a good thing can kill you.
Underworld damming salon. Damn, it's nice to be pale. So I'm guessing that's the opposite of a tanning salon. I've been to tanning salons before. Not like to get a tan, but for, like, because I'm, like, naturally low on vitamin D.
How'd you know to use the right shot on that demon? Are you sure you need the tour guide?
The Johnson attack. So, melee attack. Got it. Johnson bash. So it's a charged melee attack. I don't see why you would use melee attacks when you have a gun. Unless it's like, you know, the knife in Resident Evil 4, where it's like good for clearing out crowds that are too close for comfort, or like you're low on ammo.
There's the goat head! Out the window!
Pizza time.
I could go for some pizza. I should have picked up some pizza at the grocery yesterday. You're just gloating right now, you old goat. Yes, yes I am. Although I'm not a goat. If anything, I'm closer to a bat. Oh, hello. That's some nice lingerie.
Hello? Nice.
Lingerie.
You? In a Victoria's Secret?
Victoria's Secret. Oh, God.
Oh, so he just downs an entire bottle of tequila in one gulp. Not, well, that was sake, but not tequila.
Yeah.
You can tell it was sake and not tequila because it didn't play some, smooth jazz music. And because you didn't see, Paul Rubens dancing on a table to it.
Nice.
Thanks for the bits, Lulu. Awoo.
Darkness dead ahead. We're standing on the bright side of things this time.
If you can call this bright.
I'll be right back.
The remaster is published by NetEase. Okay. I could have sworn it was Devolver that was publishing it, because wasn't it announced in like a sort of like their kind of E3 thing that they did one year? Also, just because Suda's a known fanboy of Devolver Digital.
Feels good.
I hear bleating. Better check your goat, Dar.
You don't remember? It was announced a while ago, so it's easy to forget. No, it was announced in a limited run thing. Duh, because they're publishing the physical edition.
What the fuck is that?
Let's go with big and hopefully dead demon, shall we?
Hopefully dead is not as good as actually dead. Trust me. I've lived that life.
You know, though I know I should be wary, till I venture someplace scary.
I say throw caution to the wind. It is Spooktober, after all.
And then, ghostly hauntings I turn loose. Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice!
No. First of all, he is not allowed within this premises. I have a restraining order against him.
It's showtime.
I have a restraining order against that motherfucker. Because, well, no, I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not one to dig up people's dirty laundry.
Now you actually got me curious.
I'll tell you later. I might tell the story sometime after I've made it up.
You made it the fuck up.
Right. And vending machines too. If you're damned, you're going to need convenient access to drinks pretty much.
Hangman's Tavern. Okay, so our vending machines, like... Oh, they're just alcohol vending machines. Okay. Oh, he just... I love how he like fucking shovels them like, gimme. Like he's a fucking gremlin. Oh, God, this is brilliant. Why did this get negative reviews? This is amazing.
Yeah, probably someone in their,
Well, I mean, Western publications are known to have a bias against very Japanese games.
Yeah.
Just look at everything that X-Play ever said about Japanese developed games that weren't, you know, Mario or Zelda.
Yeah.
A red gem. What does this do?
Shh, keep it down. That's a performance enhancer. Very shady. Very, very illegal.
I love how the underworld in this game has its own, like, entire, like, yeah, ecosystem and lore. Let's see. Oh, we've got another gun, too, called the Monocussioner. Alright, I'm gonna upgrade my boner for damage. It's not often that I get to say that. Increase my max health. And, reload speed. After all, I need to be quick on the reload with my boner. Don't blame me, the game made me do it.
The game just gave you the idea. You acted upon it.
So, Johnson, do you eat eyeballs too?
Perish the thought. It just so happens I'm a fruitarian, thank you.
Is a fruitarian like a vegetarian, but more, I'm trying to... More, camp.
Like more fruit-based.
I was going to say more fruity.
I mean, that too. Oh, shit.
These human hearts let you withstand the darkness longer.
I'm not even going to ask how that makes sense.
You know what? Better to not question it, Garcia. Just accept it.
Yep.
You're in hell. It's not supposed to make sense.
Like, it makes sense to the demons, but, you know, mortals can't comprehend it.
Oh no, the worst part of hell. The elevator music. Look at Dante's Inferno. Dante's Inferno is just unrepentantly horny in a way that's not like this, where, like, you know, it's played for humor. It's unrepentantly horny, but, like...
Big smoky dump in public?
You should see him piss.
I would rather not. Like, Dante's Inferno is unrepentantly horny, but it's like, oh, you're bad for thinking that this is sexy. Meanwhile, it's got, like, Beatrice has her titties out the whole time from the moment she's introduced. And Satan is speaking in nothing but double entendres, but it's like, oh, we're artistic about this.
Like, I stumbled across...
despite having rampant nudity everywhere in that game, I can get away with that, with streaming that on Twitch, no problem. But I'm afraid to stream Senran Kagura because that one, it's like, oh, this one's just upfront about how horny it is. So even though it doesn't show any uncensored nudity, we're still going to, like, still ban people for it. Also, they call those demon pubes.
What? Where else have we seen that color? You reckon taking a walk on the wild side might bring this whole situation into perspective?
Darkness finds, okay.
Like, I just saw a, apparently, I think this movie came out in, like, 2010 or something like that. It was an animated adaptation of Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, it was, because Dante's Inferno was, like, a big AAA title from EA. So they were, like, pulling out all the stops to promote it. They even did some promotional stunts at trade shows and some, as, like, things they sent out to the press that got them a lot of flack, not for, you know, being too edgy, but being very poorly thought out.
Yeah.
Like, there were different promotional stunts based on the 7 deadly sins. Like, the one that I most remember, because there used to be a video of it, was they sent out, like, a wooden crate to different journalists, and they supplied it with a hammer. And, like, you would try to open the crate, and it would start playing Never Gonna Give You Up on an endless loop. And you were supposed to smash it with the provided hammer. And, if you did, there was a scroll inside that says, "You have committed the sin of wrath." But another one of the promotional stunts they did that went really poorly because it was so shittily thought out was, like, it was at, like, E3 or something, and this was back when E3 had booth babes as, like, you know, a thing to attract people to their booths, which was, you know, women dressed up in sexy outfits that vaguely correlated to the game in question. And it was like, you are allowed to do anything you want to the booth babes, but you will have committed the sin of lust. And everyone was like, are you endorsing sexual harassment, EA, as a promotional stunt?
Oh, jeez.
And then they had to walk that back.
But yeah, Shadow Dragon, yeah, that movie did have, like, a lot of different animation styles to it.
Rocking the new Lokari Metal Gear MGR Raiden based. Yes, exactly what I was thinking. Like, I didn't make the entire look myself. It's a texture set that I bought on Booth. But it showed up in the searches for, like, Metal Gear stuff. And I was like, yeah, this looks like the cyborg designs in Metal Gear Rising. And I've been streaming Metal Gear Rising. So I like it.
But yeah, like, I don't know if this is what it was like in, like, the game, but I know that at the end of the Dante's Inferno movie, it turns out, like, the final, like, the very bottom level of hell where Lucifer was trapped, like, he's basically frozen in hell.
Well, that's how it was in the Dante's Inferno original poem.
Oh, okay. Because I've never read the original poem. I knew that
the game's a very loose adaptation of the poem.
Yeah, I've known, like, very little of it. I know that a lot of
It's his work.
I know a lot of stuff is like, when it comes to D&D hell, they basically pull a lot from Dante's Inferno. Like, Dis in Vox Machina is like a city in hell.
They'll explode.
Okay, so explosive barrels are just filled with captured light. That's pretty cool. Makes sense that fire wouldn't harm demons, but light would.
Yeah.
Over there, the door.
But I love how
I haven't read the Divine Comedy myself, but I've heard parts of it narrated by friend of the channel, Timo.
oh, nice.
She did that for a stream once. And she's told me that she's, informed me of bits and pieces about what the Divine Comedy is like, which is mostly that a lot of it's not like, literal, trying to document what hell is like, and more so like very thinly veiled satire of, at the time, like Renaissance Italian politics.
Yeah.
And that Dante in the original poem is a poet, as he was in real life. Whereas Dante in the game and movie is a crusader.
Right. I thought something was up when I saw him like wearing Catholic crusader armor and all that shit, and I was like, dude's supposed to be a poet.
It's because having a poet as a protagonist in your God of War ripoff makes it harder to design a combat system around him. So they were like, fuck it, we'll just make him a crusader.
Yeah.
Also, like, Beatrice was not, the damsel to be rescued in the original poem. She was like a guiding force of goodness who is trying to save his soul, not the other way around.
Right. Though I
Vote
will...
Fleming, the only guy on the ballot.
Demons try to challenge Fleming, like a coup.
Yeah, right. Do you know what happened to the last demon who tried that?
No.
Neither do I, G. All they found was a shish kebab with 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 kidneys, and 2...
Never mind.
Okay, so it's like living in a red state. Got it.
But yeah, I did like in the movie Beatrice's demon form, honestly, because I was just like, when I saw her after a quote-unquote Lucifer married her, I was like, I just thought her demon form was like hot. Well, what can I say? I'm a weirdo.
Also, in the original poem, Beatrice wasn't Dante's love interest. Or they weren't even like lovers at all.
What were they, like siblings or something like that? Or just,
no.
They knew?
Beatrice was based on someone that Dante knew in real life, but more of like his muse rather than his wife or soon-to-be wife.
Yeah.
Fleming's Bloody Opera presents the lovely Justine in Orfeo Eviscerato.
What?
An earth-shaking performance. Don't miss it. Dress in red.
So Beatrice wasn't his future wife.
No, not at all. She was the inspiration for him to create art.
Yeah, that makes sense because, poet and all that needs a muse.
The first time I heard the word muse used was in Jak and Daxter. So for the longest time, I thought a muse was like actually what it was in Jak and Daxter, which is like a little like lemur thing.
Yeah, right. Now, I heard the term muse long before Jak and Daxter. I don't remember where I heard it, but I know I heard it somewhere before. I think it was in a cartoon that I watched, but I just cannot remember for the life of me what that cartoon was.
Watch it be something stupid like Skeleton Warriors or Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
No, it wasn't one of those. I can tell you that because I didn't watch a lot of I didn't watch a lot of shows like that growing up. Like I didn't really watch Kids WB or anything like that till I was probably like maybe 11 or 12. I'd seen shows that were on there, just not on that network because I had them on VHS. I was rarely ever allowed to watch any TV that was on public television except PBS.
Oh, a helpful diagram on how to
I don't know.
leap out of a dead body.
Human centuries, and suddenly there's all this amazing new technology when you get back.
So that's what you consider technology in the demon realm, Johnson. Aha, red gem. All right, what's behind door number 2? Answer, darkness. Hello?
Ooh.
New mommy?
Cute.
Oh, she got a beautiful singing voice, too. I saw her first. I called dibs.
Well, we let her decide. God damn it, Shadow Dragon.
Johnson referring to that as oh dulcet tones. How lovely.
Oh, fudge! What am I talking about? This is what caused those tremors. It's a melody of death. Oh my god! 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 God!
Gassy boy hours. Hey, Kier.
A few puny earthquake. What the hell?
Heck yeah.
Feel free to join us if you want to, Kier.
Yep.
Or if you feel up to it, rather.
Are you afraid of that?
Shit.
You still want her, Ari?
Yes. Considering she did not turn into this, she just summoned it.
Oh, I didn't. I literally did not see her summon it. I thought she turned into it. I looked away for like a split second because I was looking at the chat.
Okay, so fighting this is like fighting some of the mini-boss Ganados in Resident Evil 4, where you gotta hit the weak point on the back. Got it. You know what? I think I'm gonna try out that other gun I have, the monocussioner. Let me guess, this is our shotgun? Yep, it's a shotgun.
Looks like it.
Stronger demons require a constant supply of human blood, which they store in special repositories on their bodies. They're a source of great power, but also an exploitable weakness.
Talk about wearing your heart on your sleeve.
But that was on his back.
But here, I don't know if you actually heard it because the ad break. I don't know if you are subscribed right now. That's a good question, actually.
He's
I'm
not
curious,
subscribed.
Then he probably didn't hear you say offering him to hop into the chat.
Feel free to join us if you feel up to it, Kier. If not, I understand.
Of course, we understand perfectly. But we always appreciate our good old brother in slime.
Okay, let me put y'all in my ears. Gotcha. Do you have corn in your ears, mister? Answer, yes, I'm listening to Freak on a Leash. I can definitely hear the Akira Yamaoka ness of this music. Very like experimental stuff. Ice cream, strawberry shitcake, brain freeze, hairy cherry.
Brains and eyes are on the menu, but why do demons like strawberries?
You don't know about strawberries? They're demon fruit, G. Fleming's idea of a practical joke on the world of the living. They're made of ground-up tongues.
That's disgusting.
That's not the half of it. You thought Pop Per Cherry was just a figure of speech.
I do not want to know. I would rather not have cherries ruined for me, Johnson.
I mean, he tried to ruin strawberries for me, and I'm like,
yeah, but I don't like strawberries.
Yeah, no, I said for me though. It's like, it doesn't faze me. I'll still eat them. I love me some strawberries.
You'll still eat them even though they're made out of ground up human tongues?
Yes. What can I say? I love me some strawberries. Also, hey, Kier.
All I gotta say is, oh my.
This game is full of oh my. A lot of the dialogue so far has been dick jokes. To give you an idea, our skull companion is named Johnson, and he turns into a gun called the Boner.
It's like a VIP.
Very important, pendejo.
Something like that. Fleming gives his favorite song special treatment. He makes it in the world of the living in style.
Not a shotgun, a pistol. A very cool looking pistol. It does have a shotgun form, but I haven't been using it much.
Everybody's damned.
Yeah.
The VIPs are just comfortably damned. Little perks here and there.
I think Discord is shitting itself from my end.
Why?
Why come?
Because the stream on my end just basically stopped. It has to be Discord. Because on the actual stream and everything is normal.
No, actually, the stream has stopped.
Oh. So Discord is shitting itself then.
No, I'm actually like the stream itself apparently has stopped on Twitch.
Oh,
wait,
no, it hasn't.
My Twitch stuff is good. It's Discord shitting itself on my end.
That's weird because that's like it says you're offline, dude.
No, it's everything is good.
Sure? It shows that I'm fine on my end.
Try refreshing on your end.
I was just about to say I was gonna try refreshing. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Twitch tonight.
It's working fine for me. It's Discord is working fine on my end.
Okay, yeah, we're back up. I don't know what the fuck happened because it said you were offline.
We weren't gone. It was you.
I legit don't know because it's like it said it's like the stream had ended and I'm like, how the fuck did it end?
It was only you that was happening to, so
that is weird.
So yeah, Kier, this game's getting a remaster at the end of the month.
Oh,
That's
wow.
on all modern platforms. And it's getting a physical edition from Limited Run.
Are you gonna pick that up?
No, because I don't have a way to play the physical edition.
Ah.
Remember, I have a digital PS5.
Oh.
And it's the old model of digital PS5 that can't add the disk drive. Because for whatever reason, even though it's USB based, they decided that it's not compatible with the old model of digital edition.
That's stupid. Really, it's like super stupid.
Yeah. Hell, the optional disk drive for the PS5 Pro that they announced, which is $80 on top of the $700 price point of the console, just plugs in through a USB cable from what I've seen.
I mean, I thought that was for other digital also, I thought.
But also, no, the regular digital one won't work on the PS4 Pro one. The PS4 Pro has its own separate optional disc drive attachment that is $80 on top of the $700 you're paying for the console.
So they're just choosing to be more confusing for no fucking reason. Gotcha.
Yes.
Magnifico. More demon pubes.
Let's find some darkness that gives us a clear shot at the switch.
By the way, since you missed the early parts of the stream, Kier, yes, that is Steve Bloom voicing a Mexican character.
I'm not surprised.
His name is Garcia fucking Hotspur.
Just wow.
And he's traveling through the underworld to defeat the Demon Lord Fleming and rescue his murdered lover, Paula. With Johnson at his side.
A hand that
What's funny is I was thinking about making the isekai with Demon Lords and shit.
Also, as far as production stuff goes, this is a collab between Suda 5-1, the creator of No More Heroes and Killer 7, Shinji Mikami, the creator of the original Resident Evil and Resident Evil 4, and The Evil Within, and Akira Yamaoka, the composer for the original 4 Silent Hill games.
Oh. Wait, are these guys? Wait, that's like super angry or super ghosts?
These, when enemies are in darkness, they're invulnerable.
Oh.
And when you're in darkness, you gradually take damage.
Oh. Wait, that's a goat head? What?
Yes, goats are a source of light. So off topic, but was watching the LP of Zone of the Enders 2. I heard then the Japanese version of it. No one randomly said, "By the way, I'm a homosexual." At least that's what the LP people said. You know, that tracks as something that would have been cut from the international version given when it came out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you recover your health by drinking alcohol.
So normal Tuesday.
Because instead of alcohol, you know, killing you through liver damage, it unkills you, as Johnson put it, when you're in the underworld.
Just all of the wow.
And so far, the 2 types of alcohol we found, which seem to recover different amounts of health, are hot sake and tequila.
I'm not surprised.
Also, when we get past No More Heroes 1 and into the stuff leading up to No More Heroes 3, which by the stuff leading up to No More Heroes 3, I just mean Travis Strikes Again, you're going to hear a lot of references to the development of this game being nightmarish. And turning Suda 5-1 off of ever working with Western publishers and almost making him retire from the game industry entirely. And you want to know who the Western publisher he worked with in this case was?
Who?
EA.
Oh, that's... EA always fucking shit up for everybody.
And you want to know who the EA CEO that was so bad that that he named a recurring No More Heroes villain after him was?
Ooh.
John Riccatello, the same guy that did the Unity shit like a year ago.
Oh, the one guy no one likes. Not even
The guy no one the guy that was so bad that he no longer works at EA. Like the way, like a lot of the stuff that's detailed in like the dialogue, like the, you know, lore logs in Travis Strikes Again, reports him as not just being, you know, a bad executive, but also being verbally and physically abusive. Considering that the character that a lot of that is directed towards is a self-insert character for Suda 5-1. He doesn't... Yeah, that's right, Shadow Dragon. The CEO doesn't appear physically in Travis Strikes Again, but he's referred to a lot in the logs you can find.
So this is giving me an idea for my story.
And that is?
You know how I hate my current company as much as, like, well, every company I work for?
Yes.
Why not make for Kier's lore? Because I didn't stream like I wanted to do because I'm just too tired to live stream.
Yeah, understandable. Oh, but, you can get Absinthe as I get... Yeah, that is your biggest healer.
I was thinking, what was it called? Have a group called, Allied something. I don't know yet, right? This is off the top of my head. Have them be like these big shots, but actually have them be like super corrupt. I actually might make them an antagonist.
Wait! Stop running, my love. Hold on. Where are
I like her hair.
I like her lingerie.
What the fuck? Hold on.
Don't make a head joke. Don't make a head joke. Don't make a head joke.
Smell like Paul, unless she stopped showering.
Well, she is dead, Johnson. The dead don't smell very good. Unless you're like a Shantae zombie like Roddy Tops, in which case she has been stated by the developers to smell like toothpaste.
Well, that killed my stiffy.
But yeah, I like her lingerie. It's very pretty.
You came to save me.
Angel.
Look out, G! It's a trap!
It's more of a bridal, I want to say. Harmonica?
Was that a harmonica solo?
What the shit?
Demons like men, Garcia. They all try to get inside the prettiest girl.
Johnson, now is not the time.
These twisted demons.
Yes, well, that's the reason I left.
Fuck this pendejo! If Mr. Man-on Monster wants to play, magnifico.
Why do I get the feeling that if they were to make a movie of this, it would be directed by Robert Rodriguez?
I have no... I want this now.
Well, you can get the remaster at the end of the month.
No. I mean, a movie directed by Robert Rodriguez.
Oh, hell yeah. That would be amazing.
Who would you want for a co-director?
I would say Quentin Tarantino, but I'm pretty sure he's retired now.
Oh, that would be magical.
I could see him being like a producer at the very least. He says he's not directing anymore after his, he had like one more movie. I don't know if it's out yet or not, but he's produced more movies than he's directed.
Yeah. Maybe have him as a producer then?
Yeah. And he's worked with Robert Rodriguez before.
So they already have good chemistry, so we could confirm that at least.
Yeah. Like, Robert Rodriguez was his partner for the whole Grindhouse thing I've introduced you to.
Who would you want to play the head?
That's a good question. I know, I know that...
He must be hiding around here somewhere.
I know that, Garcia would have to be played by Danny Trejo. Or maybe, maybe someone else, if they wanted to cast younger. Like, Danny Trejo would be the obvious choice. Given, Robert Rodriguez has also worked with him on, Machete.
You know who I want to play the head? Just because the head is basically is like wisecracking and doing all those jokes. Gabriel Iglesias.
Well, he has to be British.
I don't care. I just want Gabriel in this shit because you know how funny
Gabriel
it's gonna
Iglesias as Garcia fucking Hotspur. Like, don't even make fat jokes about him. Just play him as a straight badass.
Oh, dude, you know he would love that. Like, we all know he's hilarious. We all know he's funny. The fact you want him to play, like, not the funny guy, the straight man, like, he would probably want to give you a hug for that. You know that, right?
Yeah. Mostly because I'm tired of the fat guy always being the comic relief.
Yeah. Even if he's just a CGI head, but I agree.
Hello? Anybody home?
Show yourself, Hell Monkey.
I think he's scared of you.
He should be.
Hell Monkey. Why does that sound...
He calls demons hell monkeys. It sounds like a slur.
It does. That's why I'm like, oh. ¿Por qué, mi amigo? Nani desu ka? Good question, right?
Yes.
I also love how I went both Spanish and Japanese with that.
I've seen, that is the second time I've seen someone do that, where, one of them was back when Coco from Hololive was still active.
Yeah.
She did a collab, like, she was learning, like, obviously, you know, she was, fluent in Japanese and English, but she was also learning Spanish at the time. And she was doing a collab with one of the Hololive Indonesia members. And I can't remember who it was, but she said, like, you know how Coco doesn't like it when people speak Japanglish, you know, mixing English and Japanese together. It, like, really sets her off. She mixed Spanish and Japanese together to say Spanish, Japanese, and English together to say Buenos Oyas sleep.
Ooh.
And then she tried to strangle her. His name's George, apparently.
Good night, George.
Hey, Death.
Hey, Death. Yeah, I want to now. Okay, here the name is George. I want to read Of Mice and Men right now. legitimately a very interesting book and movie. It's also very sad, the ending.
Tell me about the rabbits, George.
Nice rock. Shove it into my face, G. Trust me, it doesn't mean we're engaged or
Also, that blue is that a Chaos Emerald?
I mean, we've had red gems and white gems. So we shove the blue gem into our Johnson. And what did that do?
So what exactly did that do?
Blue gems let me transform into new tools of war, new gears.
We got a new gun, the Teether. Oh, it's a machine gun that shoots demon teeth.
I bet all the VIPs are walking.
Demon teeth.
Okay, so I'm just noticing the ammo types that each weapon uses. The pistol, also known as the boner, shoots bones.
By the way, I just thought of someone else. I thought of someone who could play the skull.
Yeah.
Rowan Elkison, the guy that played Mr. Bean.
Rowan Atkinson, yeah.
I think he will be perfect for the role.
Yes. And I mean, he already played Zazu in The Lion King, so that would be perfect.
Yes.
Also, our shotgun, the Monocussioner, shoots skulls. And our new gun, the Teether, our machine gun, shoots teeth.
Why does this sound like something that should have been in Dante's Inferno?
This game basically is more Dante's Inferno than Dante's Inferno is.
Yeah.
Like the Dante's Inferno game.
Speaking of which, I've never played Dante's Inferno, but I heard it's decent.
It's a pretty good God of War clone, at the very least.
Yeah. It's not on Steam, I don't think, is it?
It's not. It doesn't have a PC version, but it's backwards compatible on Xbox.
Ooh. I should look into that then, because that game has been on my list for a hot minute.
And it's included with Game Pass Ultimate. Because Game Pass Ultimate gets you the EA subscription pass as well.
I think I have that. I need to play my Xbox more, but yeah, I need to take a look into that, because now like my interest is peaked.
It has a lot of titties in it.
I found Paula in a dumpster, right?
What?
So if I'm gonna live stream it, yeah, maybe for review purposes later then.
And you just picked her up.
Oh, Shadow Dragon, they liked it but didn't finish it.
Sometimes I think
So
I've played
digitally.
parts of it, haven't finished it either. I know
I
it's
think
not
I
very
haven't-
faithful to... It's both very faithful and very unfaithful to the original story. Because, like, it changes a lot of elements to make for, a more traditional video game. Like, changing Dante from a poet to a crusader. And, changing Beatrice from, like, his muse to his fiancé.
Yeah.
And also changing it so instead of Beatrice being, like, the ultimate good force in that story that's trying to save his soul, changing it so she's the damsel in distress, which a lot of Dante historians did not like.
Oh, I know.
Me too. Oh.
I know how I said I was going to be going to get a drink. I'll be right back. I got a case of the munchies. That made us some
Are you
food.
high?
No.
Speaking of which, I kind of want to get some of my gummies, and I want to get a quick smoke in.
Just don't do that on my stream.
Oh, I'm not going to do it on your stream. I said I want to.
So yeah, we defeated a boss named George who makes harmonica sounds. And we got a new gun form for Johnson called the Teether. It's a machine gun that shoots teeth.
Nice.
I just realized I was probably supposed to use the Teether there.
So I got some Wendy's because my dinner plans got moved to next Monday, and yeah, I'm gonna play hooky from work.
The man who never had his fill. Is it story time?
The man who never had his fill.
Oh, he's gonna read it to us. It's story time.
Eve. Certainly no night for a man without a home to be walking these grey and endless streets. Inside the pizza parlor, George Reed spun a lively tune on his harmonica. The local children giggled and pointed excitedly at the harmonica man as their parents glowed with approval. His reward would be all the pizza he could eat, 6 pies at least, and a warm bed in one of these folks' homes. He knew they were good for it.
Oh, so this is the backstory of the boss. Okay.
Interesting.
But when he tucked in for the night, George had not had his fill.
He had 6 whole pizzas and he was still hungry?
Sounds like a Wednesday to me.
As the years and calories stacked up, most men would have got older and fatter. Yet for all he consumed, George only got thinner as he washed from town to town. Tapeworm. Tonight he plied his trade with some
more like Wendigo
orderlies in a nursing home. Hoo-ah! His harmonica filled the room with joy. After devouring 3 helpings of pork chops and mashed potatoes, he eyed the plate of the old woman next to him. Juice dribbled down his chin. "Go ahead, Georgie," she said. "You're such a good boy. You shouldn't have to starve."
Have a safe drive home, Shadow Dragon. Don't watch the stream while you're driving, please. I've had friends of mine in the past do that before, and I'm always like, please don't do that.
No comment.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about other people.
Yeah.
But George had not had his fill. Early the next morning, he was already on the freeway with his thumb in the air. "Where are you headed?" said the man in the truck. "Nowhere," said George. "Anywhere." It was a new decade, and tonight George played to an all but empty bar in the city. He had lost a lot of weight. Afterwards, the only woman in the joint took the stool next to him and asked him his name. The bartender leaned over the counter. "You don't know this guy, Mary. George is famous, been all over the tri-state area." With a wink, he added, "Man's insatiable."
But is he going to try and conquer the tri-state area? Someone had to say it.
Mm-hmm. And that night,
It's a platypus.
as he buried his face in
Hold on.
woodland creatures. Attaboy, George. Attaboy, George.
Instead of eating food, he's eating pussy.
She purred. But even after 5 trips to heaven and back, he had not had his fill. The morning after was an awkward affair as they stared at each other over coffee. One wanted to feel more, the other just wanted to feel.
Okay, I don't feel like that's necessary part of the story, but, you know, it spices it up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
In his final days, George was all skin and bones. I can relate, except for the skin part. His last meal had been a mistake. It was on a sidewalk one night in a small suburban town that he came across the boy. Hungrily, and with an agonized grimace, he opened his mouth to beg for help. Out came a cacophony of wheezes and toots, but the boy understood.
Oh.
You mean Jorge ate his harmonica?
Oh, you said it for me. Okay.
George Reed looked at the candy bar he held in one hand and began to cry. They found George's half-eaten body in a market next town over. In one hand he held a knife, in the other a fork. Chunks of
Oh, he ate himself.
chest and his arms. Blood framed an eerie smile. The wind that morning blew fierce, and as it whistled through the hole he'd carved out of his own neck, the harmonica man played his last song in this world.
This
There were gore.
sounds a little bit like Ouroboros, this thing that constantly eats itself.
Hope filled them with light.
This sounds like your average European fairy tale.
Yeah, that too.
Especially Mary. The end.
Honestly, I can relate with George.
I'm gonna tell my kids that this is the story of the Pied Piper.
See, I'm like George. I'm always hungry.
He's not just always hungry, it's that he cannot feel full, and that causes him discomfort and pain, and he constantly loses weight no matter how much he eats.
Yeah, like literally, he sounds like a European Wendigo.
But he was a human. Well, not anymore, he isn't.
So I found out who he reminded me of.
Huh.
Is it that, that French guy?
Tarare, the hungriest man in history.
Yeah, Tarare.
I don't know how to say his name properly, though.
It's actually Tarare, not Tarare. Or whatever it was. Because they don't pronounce the E's on the end of stuff like that. That would be like if he was like Italian or something.
Ah, okay.
We never finished talking about you kidnapping.
But yeah, that's what that reminded me of.
Skip, isn't that illegal in some states?
I wonder if
Nothing. Not for weeks.
So
Even touch her, you know? Like she didn't belong to me. To anyone.
But something changed.
There was a phone call.
okay, so the way he met Paula was he found her in a dumpster.
Oh, lovely.
so. Basically, if you want to get married, we have to find basically dumpster diving. Lovely.
Yes. Also known as dating apps.
Speaking of phones, put that on hold.
I've been on them. They're not dumpsters. They're Chernobyl. It's just fucking Chernobyl.
Die already!
Have you tried shooting them harder? I know, that's a
There he
really
is. I
bad
was
joke.
wondering where they were. Boom.
Yeah, I know that's a really bad joke.
I didn't hear the joke.
Oh, have you tried shooting them harder?
Oh, that. Yeah, I thought you said a second joke after that.
Nope.
Now what's this about a phone call?
Me and Paula were eating when the phone rang. Suddenly, she slams her fork down and says, "Don't answer it!"
Creepy.
First thing she ever said to me. But I got up to take the call. Johnson, you should have seen her. She jumped out of her chair, ran to the phone, and ripped it right off the wall.
Whoa.
Then she came and put her arms around me and started crying. It was the craziest, weirdest, sexiest thing I have ever seen.
What?
Been hers ever since.
I mean, I ain't gonna judge him for his tastes.
I'm just gonna sit here and look confused.
What are
That's
you
it.
smiling about? Teeth kill.
Demons don't like teeth.
The gun laws here are very strict. Haven't you wondered why they don't shoot back? You and I...
Oh, so it's New Jersey.
Almost every rule in the book. Heck, I'm practically made of teeth.
So this is New Jersey. So we have very, very strict gun laws here.
We also have strict gas station laws.
Yeah. For those who don't know, we don't pump our own gas. I call it a blessing.
You're not allowed to pump your own gas in New Jersey?
Nope.
Yep, they are the only state that still has that.
Huh.
I actually prefer it.
I mean, I don't blame you. I'm just surprised that's still a thing.
I mean, if you think about it, less chance of people fucking up the pumps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Less chance of people like running off. It's honestly a better security thing when you really think about it.
No, I agree. I'm just like literally surprised that Jersey is the only place in America that still fucking does that.
Yeah, they were talking about stopping it for a minute, but they got so much backlash. They're like, nope.
Like, I can imagine.
Because trust me, because a lot of people be like, oh, like we're pansies and stuff like that, but those same places we're like, yeah, let's compare our winners.
From a cookie to hamburger, just like that.
Even I went Dios mío.
Fireworks! We could use these to chase away the darkness, at least in short bursts.
I like how he just, like, furiously jams at the firework to light it.
Johnson, shut up.
Like, the animations in this game are great.
Yeah.
Let me guess, I have to shoot this. Oh, light shot. There we go.
Magnifico.
It's called a meat gate. So whenever there's darkness, you have what's called a light shot, which, you know, as it says, it shoots light.
Yeah,
I'm explaining this to Kier,
I know.
because you already knew this.
Yes, I already knew this.
So there's some good puzzle elements to this, even if it's, you know, pretty as simple as just shoot the thing. And yes, our checkpoints are piles of shit.
Oh my god.
Always this fucking darkness.
What the shit?
Do you think that that demon that we scared away, which his name is One-Eyed William, do you think we scared him shitless? My answer would be no, because he's clearly got a lot of shit in him.
Oh.
I have no. I have no words.
So it's your average Suda 5-1 game. What do you think of that reveal we got about strawberries earlier?
What's the? I actually do want some fruit, like IRL, all joking aside. What the? I just saw the baby's face on the other, like the face. Oh,
Yeah.
when it eats the food.
The locked doors are guarded by baby faces.
What I mean is that when
And
it eats the strawberry, the face
Yeah.
just.
That wasn't a strawberry. That was an eyeball.
Oh.
But yeah, strawberries are a demon fruit that originates in the underworld, and they're made up out of ground up human tongues.
I wonder what watermelons are made out of. Oh god, I have an idea and I don't want to say it.
Alright, let's make like Manscaped and clear out those pubes.
Oh god.
Did you know Manscaped is actually not safe to use on your balls?
I am not surprised.
I did not know that.
People have reported cutting their sacks using it on their balls.
Let's take a closer look.
You're better off using Nair.
Well, howdy ho!
That is not the voice I expected from him.
I ain't gonna bite. Trust me. You see, I'm what you call a mixture of beast and human. Oh, best of both worlds, my pappy said. But what are you doing around these parts? Ain't you immortal?
Why should I tell you?
Why does he seem like the kind of guy you want to have a beer with?
Yeah, right.
Underneath the leathery exterior, deep down, I am a sensitive and understanding listener.
Some asswipe named Fleming stole my...
He also seems like the guy that would love to have a paintball match with people. Because he gets to use both his human and beast side, right?
Prince of Evil's ass? Holy shit! Oh, I want in on some of this action. How can I...
Oh, I just got it. This guy's our merchant.
Well, I hope that you're offering more
Oh,
than just
god damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what,
But yeah,
I get
don't you want to have a beer with this guy and go paintballing?
of them white gems.
Maybe.
You get enough of those and we
Oh,
can
paintballing, yes.
the right
Go with a beer. Go for a beer with him? Not really.
If not a beer,
Soda
Mixed-
over there, maybe.
yeah, I was gonna say like a mixed non-alcoholic drink though. How about that? Like a smoothie.
Yeah, I could go for that.
It's, all joking aside, he looks like a smoothie guy.
Yeah.
Ah!
Ari, what about you?
Yes.
See y'all real soon.
So all of it?
Any gems, you
His name's Christopher.
pal Christopher.
He also looks like he could probably grill a mean steak, or at least a mean burger.
I'm surprised Christopher hasn't had a visit from the GEA. You read about gem busts all the time.
Excuse me.
Y'all take care now.
I do not wish to buy from Christopher anymore.
What's the matter, chicken?
He vomits up the stuff. I don't like vomit.
That's fair. That's more
I
than
mean,
fair.
a lot of people don't. I know there are some people that do. I judge you harshly if you do.
Yeah, I don't know who would actually like vomit.
I mean, there are people that'll pay you to vomit
Yeah.
for so they can have some fun with that.
That
Mostly
just seems
people
all-
in like Germany and other parts of more central and eastern parts of Europe.
Whoa,
Eh.
what's this? Sushi with a dick?
These guys may look ugly, but they're actually quite useful.
Are they friendly?
Yes, I kept one as a pet. Hit them with light, and they'll keep you safe.
Sushi lamp.
Sushi with a dick.
I like the sounds they make. I like these guys. Come back here, sushi friend.
One-Eyed William strikes again.
I want some sushi now.
cemetery.
Really? I had no idea.
No, there isn't. No need to get snippy. It's just this wasn't here before. Since when do demons get buried?
Since I came to town.
I love all the one-liners in this game. It really does feel like a Robert Rodriguez film.
Whoa!
Like the banter is well written. I will say that.
A demon hunter could kill this many and not be lying dead next to them.
Yeah, JKR, couldn't you go for a some sushi?
Oh hell yeah, I could always go for sushi.
What kind? Let me ask you that.
Probably. Honestly, I'll say this. Something called Great White Sushi. Best I've ever had was down in Florida at the hotel I stayed at for TFCon, Orlando. The sushi chef there was just so awesome.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is that?
Shoot the red spots.
Oh, excuse me.
Remember I said Discord is fucking up on my end, so it sounds like a chainsaw farts. It really sounds like that. Like, you know, like the static you get from like a old TV. Imagine that, but in fart form, but a machine gun. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. I'm gonna have to make a machine gun fart sound effect for something, aren't I? Also, that monster, that boss, reminded me of one of the guys from No More Heroes, I think it was.
I can kind of see it. Given that
I don't want to say anything, because
given that Suda 1 worked on No More Heroes, obviously he created No More Heroes. So I
want to say the boss name, but it's way just toward
No More Heroes
end,
1 or 2.
You want to redo it. I want to say 1, but I might be wrong.
If you're talking about Destroy Man, we're already past him.
Actually, I can confirm myself right now. Hold on. No More Heroes bosses. It might be part 2 then. Hold on.
Tequila.
Oh, it might not be No More Heroes.
Hey Lulu, welcome back. This whole game has been pretty sussy. I will agree.
Enough with the sauce!
I always do it. Oh, I love the song "What a Wonderful World."
What a wonderful world!
I remember
I just
did
improv that, and it sounded like way closer than I was expecting.
Where is it?
You remember I did an improv of that horror version of it?
Yes.
I see chief with no leads, bodies all over, bodies no. I forgot what it was already. It's been a while, and I never actually used it.
One of my favorites that I've heard on YouTube, at least, you know, apart from Red Roses 2, where it's just like the only thing he sees is Red Roses 2 over and over again. There was a Warhammer version where it's one of the orcs saying it, and it's "What a wonderful wah."
Like,
what a wonderful wah!
I remember what it was. It was, I see trees with no leaves, all falling down, bodies lay all around, and I say to myself, what a wonderful world. It took me a minute. It's just that, you know, it's under copyright and stuff, even though it's a parody what I did. I don't want to risk copyright stuff.
If you record your parody version, like, if you were to monetize it, the only thing you would have to do is, like, pay royalties to the original songwriters.
Yeah. Oh, for this, I wouldn't monetize that song. I would just do that that's just for fun.
But yeah, that's how parodies and covers work in terms of monetization. You have to pay the original writers of the song.
Yeah, I wouldn't monetize that song because it's just. You
don't have
fun,
to have their permission, but you have to give them a royalty check, which is which leads to one of my favorite stories about Ailstorm. Also, thanks for the bits, Lulu.
Oh, I remember this story.
Indeed.
Go ahead.
Ailstorm went on a tour with this one other metal band that was more like, you know, more of a traditional European metal band, and they were like real snobbish and thought that Ailstorm were a bunch of like drunken tossers and would like act real shitty towards them. So Ailstorm wrote a song making fun of them and credited that band as the songwriters, so they would always get royalty checks from it to constantly be reminded that they exist.
I love that story. You just want to piss someone off? Remind them you exist and let them get paid for it. So it haunts them their entire lives.
Especially since royalty checks for songwriting credits are like only a few cents at most.
Yeah.
So it's not even like they're getting rich off of it.
But there is one song that I probably would do royalties to, and I have to see who is the original songwriter for this. That Taylor Swift song where it's like I forget the name of the song, but she's talking about the guy broke up with her, dating someone new.
So half of her song catalog. Got it.
I'll go into more detail. Yeah,
do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
I didn't get a chance to finish going in detail. I'm trying to remember the song. Like, she's basically sitting in the car, going to the location where the guy actually is at, and saying like, "You don't see me, but I see you," kissing her. Da 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 da. Oh, I think Lulu knows this what I'm talking about.
Oh, no, I want to make that a Taylor Swift. I listen to good music.
I want to make this song a parody and basically make it horror themed. I want to make that song horror themed because whenever it comes on, I immediately start making a horror themed song based off of it. Lulu's gonna check for me. Thank you. Because now I think Lulu wants me to actually make the song horror themed.
See y'all real soon.
Would you drink sake that has been thrown up, out, like bottle included, thrown up out of a demon's gullet?
Is it factory sealed still?
I mean, given that Garcia doesn't seem to take the top off of it, implying that there is not a top on it at the moment.
No. But if it was factory sealed, just throw it in some hot water and throw a little soap on it and call it a day. And that would be me if I'm like super needed a drink. Other than that, no.
What
but
about
no
tequila that has been thrown up out of a demon's gullet?
The same thing I said before.
I have a feeling that a boss fight is coming up. You know, call me conspiracy brain, but I think a boss fight is coming up. Picture to burn.
Let me check real quick.
George is back.
Oh, lovely.
That's not the song.
It sounds like a cat having sex with a harmonica, and not the consensual kind.
Hey, every demon has the right to pick the music for his own funeral.
Let me see.
I'm sorry, did he just rip out his own heart and eat it? Oh! Now I know why this stage is called Riders of the Lost Heart.
Okay, the excrement is really hitting the proverbial fan here, G. I'm what you might call concerned.
Me too. Concerned this kill is gonna be over too quickly.
Might I suggest we not just stand here?
Before you die, demon scum.
I found the song "Dancing on My Own."
Into your flesh. That name is Garcia.
I found Lulu. It's called "Dancing on My Own."
Demons and slayer of cabrons like you.
Colum Scott was the original, I think, so far. And I really liked his version. I heard his version the second version. Yeah, it's really good. And I was wrong. It's Robin? Oh my god! I thought it was Taylor Swift. No, it's Robin. So I was way off.
Okay, I see how this fight goes. I think.
So I'm getting a little bit sleepy, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay down.
Okay.
Oof. Have a good one, my man. I'm gonna be in the chat.
All right. Have a good rest.
Thank you.
So the horse shits darkness. Okay.
Yeah, Oogie Boogie. Sad we lost him. He was a legend. Also, Kier, no joke. I used the Oogie Boogie song. I don't know if I told you this, but I used the Oogie Boogie song as the song for my audition at school for the school play.
Nice.
I was originally gonna do Jack's Lament, but I screwed up my throat the day before, So I was like, yeah, no, I can't really do the high notes for that. So I decided to go for something a little deeper, a little something that was easier on my throat. So I went with the Oogie Boogie song. And it worked out.
There's a lot of shit in this game, I've noticed. You want he horse? You want a horse that shits darkness and has a human face? Or do you just want a horse in general?
I mean, I think a horse could be arranged.
Nice, a horse.
Nice, a horse. Up, horse is dead. Don't tell me he's gonna eat the he's gonna eat the horse's heart. Not that
shit.
one. You just want a horse in general, not that one. I'm guessing this is probably gonna work sort of like the El Gigante fight in Resident Evil 4. Oh no, not the elevator music. That's the most horrible part of hell. It's like waiting in a dentist office, but the dentist never comes. Okay, so this doesn't work like the El Gigante fight. Interesting. Oh shit! The hell was that? Is that Tremors? Are we fighting Tremors now? Well, they're not called Tremors, but the movie's called
They're called
Tremors.
graboids. They're called graboids.
So why is it called Tremors?
They can't give away the monster name in the movie. Title
What,
anyway.
is calling it Graboids going to be a spoiler for too much of a spoiler title?
I mean, I don't know. It really depends on who the hell was the guy in charge of making the movie.
I mean, what? It's like, oh, is calling the movie Alien about the killer alien going to be a spoiler when it turns out that's a killer alien?
I think their idea was that they couldn't really. I guess they felt like Graboid wouldn't really catch people's attention. Like, wouldn't be like a really big means of drawing in, drawing in anything. So my best guess is they probably decided, let's call the movie Tremors.
Ooh, that's a good amount of bits there. Thank you for that. Thank you for the allowance, Lulu.
You get a croissant? Croissant?
I didn't say croissant. I said allowance.
Yeah, but I'm asking because Lulu said, "Here's your allowance for your croissant."
Croissant. I don't know where I can get a croissant for 20 cents. I think we're a few decades late for those prices.
Yep.
Time to take a piss. Oh, so he does have tapeworms. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Adios, George. Beast form. Beast. Oh.
Adios. Adios, muchachos.
Where's a demon go when it dies in the underworld? Does it go to super hell?
That's a good question.
We may be able to locate another energy emission from the radar room. When we find that meteor, we'll find Dr. Wowie.
Now here's a pretty prize. I smell an upgrade. Plug it in, G.
Skull Cushioner.
Nice.
Oh, is that an upgrade for the Mono Cushioner? Interesting. So we get 3 main weapons, and they upgrade over time. All right, I feel like that's probably gonna do it for tonight, because I'm hungry, and I don't want to keep myself waiting to eat again.
Yes, please don't.
I have eaten today, by the way.
Good.
I had breakfast. I had some sausage patties and an everything bagel.
We got bagels. Sorry, every time someone mentions bagels, I have to do that.
I've noticed. And
I blame
you can
you,
blame
Ari.
me for that.
I was just gonna say, I blame you for that.
You can blame and or thank me for that, depending on your perspective.
Yeah.
All right, are we gonna rate anyone tonight? We are going to raid the Booba Fairy, who is playing Monster Hunter, it looks like. Everyone go say hi to the Booba Fairy for me.
Yes.
So thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to both of my co-hosts for joining me tonight. Thank you to Lulu for the bits. I'll see you guys next time with the end of Lollipop Chainsaw, and until then, unpleasant dreams.
Well, the boys have caught us. We hope you like our show. I know you're rooting for us, but now we have to go.
Good night, everybody.